classmates, distinguished guests, proud parents and families, fellow alumni, and most especially our graduating class and awardees, good afternoon. It is both an honor and a privilege to be standing before you today. I am especially glad to see that there are still familiar faces from the faculty and staff who have been here since my student days. Special mention, my advisor, Sir Jun, and of course, introduce sa akin, Ma'am Fritz. Just a side note, unofficially, but unanimously during our batch, ang tawag namin sa kanya, ang pinakagwapang professor sa UP Mindanao. So, yun. And also, another special shout out to my sisters from the Laptang Sisterhood, Mayang, Marnie, William, glad to see you again. I promise ko na dito mo yung panglaglag kay mga doctorate na meron. Tingin na lang. When I received the invitation to speak at this year's Recognition Day and Send-Off Ceremony, it brought back a memory that made me smile. Actually, si Ma'am Fritz, nagbigay na siya ng brief background. 15 years ago, in 2011, I stood on a similar stage as a graduating student of this college. The committee under the then Dean Ray Abad gave me the privilege to give the graduating student speech. At that time, I felt honored, but I was also confused. What were we thinking? By all academic standards, I was an ordinary student. I did not graduate with Latin honors. I did not receive any academic awards. I was not even close to being one of the top students. I also didn't have any dramatic story na usually yung sinasabi ng mga nabibigay ng speech. I was privileged enough to just cruise around and graduate. In my view, I was simply ordinary. So my being chosen then as a speaker felt like an anomaly. Maybe they saw something in me, or maybe they were just being silly. Yet here I am today, accompanied by my beautiful wife, not as a graduating student, but as an alumnus, a proud one, a lawyer, and most of all, a public servant. Who would have thought? The slacker, the super senior, the easygoing flatman, the simply ordinary me. Life truly has a beautiful way of bringing us full circle. Standing here today, I cannot help but see myself in all of you. The same excitement, the same uncertainty, the same question. What happens after graduation? The truth is, no one knows. And perhaps that is one of life's greatest adventures. When I graduated with a Bachelor of Science in Biology, I never imagined that I would become a lawyer. However, it prepared me in ways that I did not expect. It taught me how to think critically, examine evidence, question assumptions, and demand proof before reaching conclusions. Those lessons become invaluable in law and later in public service. That is why I want every graduate here to remember this. Your degree is not a cage. It is a foundation. It prepares you for opportunities you cannot yet imagine. Whatever path life leads you to, what you learn here will always serve you. After graduation, life taught me a few lessons. Most of them are actually not new, but perhaps I can offer a different perspective. So please bear with me. First, life is a marathon, not a sprint. As students, we measure success one semester at a time. One exam, one thesis, one graduation. Life is different. Some opportunities come early, others take years. Some plans work exactly as expected, others change completely. Do not panic if your life unfolds differently from someone else's. There is no prize for finishing first. In fact, in life, mas okay na yung hindi ika-mangyan, if you get what I mean. Success is measured not by speed, but by consistency, integrity, and purpose. Second, never stop learning. Mahatma Gandhi once said, learn as if you were to live forever. Your diploma is not the end of your education. It is your license to continue learning. Science changes. Technology evolves. Artificial intelligence is transforming professions. The people who will thrive are not necessarily those who know the most today, but those who continue learning tomorrow. Stay curious, learn beyond your field, listen more than you speak, accept correction with humility, learn, and learn some more. Third, the only options that matter are from those that matter. As adults, everyone will have opinions about your career, your choices, and your life. Listen to the people who genuinely care about your growth. Your parents, your teachers, your mentors, and the friends who will tell you the truth even if it is difficult to hear. Do not spend your life chasing approval from people who do not know your journey. Fourth, be somebody so that your voice will matter. Back when I was a student here, I witnessed countless rallies, debates, passionate opinions. We all have a voice. But ask yourself this, will people listen? Will that voice have value, or will it be considered just noise? The reality is that credibility is earned, not freely given. Being able to speak, no matter how passionately, does not always mean others will listen. Build your character, build your competence, build your integrity. Build a you that has a voice worth listening to. Build yourself a name that has value. Be someone whose opinions need to matter. One day, people will hear you, not because you are the loudest voice, but because your life has earned their respect. When that day comes, make sure your voice matters, not because it is loud, but because it is wise. Fifth, your rights end when the rights of others begin. Every freedom comes with responsibility. The right to speak should never become permission to insult. The right to disagree should never become an excuse to disrespect. The right to pursue our ambition should never require stepping on others. In every workplace, community, and family, mutual respect is the foundation of lasting relationships. Our education should never make us feel superior. Instead, it should make us more aware that every person deserves dignity. Six, never forget those who helped you get here. To our professors, thank you for teaching us not simply what to think, but how to think. Your lessons extended far beyond the classroom. To our parents and family, today belongs to you as well. Behind every graduate here there is a family that sacrificed, encouraged, worried, and believed long before these graduates even believed in themselves. There is actually a favorite Chinese saying called, loosely translated, a teacher a day, a parent for life. To every parent and every teacher here today, thank you. Graduates, before you leave this university, never forget where you started. Never forget these halls, these classrooms, these laboratories, your classmates, and your professors. As alumni of Mindanao, people may never ask whether we graduated with honors. People may never even care if we graduated from UP. But they will remember whether we kept our word, whether we are honest, whether we treated people with dignity. The university has always reminded us of two values, honor and excellence. The order matters. Honor comes first. Excellence without honor may impress people. Honor with excellence changes lives. So, before I end, allow me to leave you with a recap of 7 things. First, life is a marathon, not a sprint. Second, never stop learning. Third, the only opinions of matter are from those that matter. Fourth, be somebody so that your voice will matter. Fifth, your rights end when the rights of others begin. Six, never forget your teachers, your parents, and everyone who helped you reach this day. And finally, number 7. I just like the number 7. I sincerely hope that one day, one or many of you will stand on this very stage, or perhaps an even bigger one, to inspire another generation of graduates. And when that day comes, you can include something so random as the number 7, simply because you like it, and simply because by then, like me, just like now, you can. To our graduates and awardees, congratulations. Your diploma is at the end of your story. It's only the beginning. Write the chapters ahead with courage, humility, integrity, and honor. May you continue to bring pride not only to yourselves, but also to your families, to the College of Science and Mathematics, and to the University of the Philippines, Mindanao. Since sa PIDEA ako, please remember, say no to drugs. Mabuhay ang College of Science and Mathematics, mabuhay ang University of the Philippines, Mindanao, at mabuhay ang mga scholars ng bayan.
Thank you very much, Attorney Lico, for that heartwarming message. We appreciate your time and for sharing your story of shortcomings and breakthroughs. So in honor of leading